Wits University just a short while ago issuing a statement expressing its concern at the escalation of the ongoing student protest, which has led to the death of a 35-year-old man who's turned out to be a civilian who just consulted his doctor this morning in Braamfontein. The university has extended its condolences to the family of the deceased man, whom the institution has identified as well that he's a 35-year-old man. Wits says the initial reports suggest that this man was caught in the clashes between the protesters and the police, and the cause of his death is unknown, according to Wits University. But we understand from our reporter, Aviwe Mtila, and of course from the doctor he spoke to a short while ago, that he was shot twice. Let's cross live now to Aviwe Mtila as we continue getting the latest from the ground. Aviwe, good afternoon again this lunchtime. What's the latest you can tell us this moment?
Well, the students are moving at this very moment, Brad, moving to Nelson Mandela Bridge. I have the SRC president with me, Pendulo Mfeka, just to get a clearer understanding of what's been going on. Wits has issued out a statement. Thank you for joining us, sharing the condolences, mentioning it was a 35-year-old man, saying that this situation has been managed by the police. Do you believe it's been managed?
No, it hasn't been managed. And when I say it hasn't been managed, someone died. And it seems there's a narrative from the police to try and deviate or try and distort the dying of this man. This is someone who was shot several times on the head and in the chest by police during protest in Braamfontein. And it would be saddening if no actions or harsh action is taken by our government.
Just an understanding then from the student side, earlier on it was mentioned that you wanted to hear from the police or at least the higher education minister. What's the plan now? Where are we going and what's going to happen?
First and foremost, we want plain demand to open and give everyone access in the country to higher institutions of learning. And as an interim measure, no one who's applied for NEPSAS must be rejected, and no one who has academically performed to be readmitted into any university must be denied such access. And during the course of the year, we want him to declare free education. If he does not declare free education, we're going to visit him, and very quickly.
What are the challenges now? I mean, the protest is now about this death of the civilian, where we understand he's not a student. Where are the students going now, and how do we then defer from the death? The condolences to the gentleman.
My brother, as I stand with you, you see students have decided to lead themselves. They are taking it upon themselves to say, look, we are tired, enough is enough. Free education must be declared now in this country. And if it's not declared now, then it will never be declared. As I speak to you, students are heading to Mandela Bridge now, a hero of this country, an icon of this country. We hope his spirit can revive and help us realize such free education. But more than anything, the end goal or the ultimate goal is to try and ensure that every student studies with ease. The problems we face are pregnant. It's problems that range from homelessness on campus, gender-based violence, and problems that relate to financially related queries. So as it stands currently in our country, no one must be in a position of inability to access higher learning because of their financial positions.
There seems to be suggestion, though, that there are South elections coming up and that student leaders are now voicing their voices to get elected in those South elections.
My brother, we have no interest in South. The primary interest here is for students to be registered. And I'm saying for students to be registered, you would know, for a number of years, Wits did not participate in South. It only started participating, I think, a year back. So our primary concern here is to ensure that every student, not only from Wits, because if we lie to ourselves and make the problems Wits problems only, then we're deceiving the cause. We're distorting what is actually happening. We want every student across the country to be allowed to register.
The university seems to suggest that there are lesser numbers that need to be registered than what you're claiming.
You know, the issue of numbers is always an unsustainable one, because we've come to learn that over the years, in fact, not over the years, as recent as last week, the Dean of Students said there's 8,142 students that need to register. 2 days back, Shirona Patel comes and says there's 400 students that need to register. So who must we trust?
But it's an ongoing process, a daily process where they registered daily. We can't really compare numbers from 2 weeks ago to yesterday's numbers.
Yes, I agree with you, but numbers cannot move from 8,000 to 400 in a week.
Okay, thank you very much. SRC President Pendulo Mfeka, moving along with the crowd here. We heard it's going to Nelson Mandela Bridge, but that direction seems to be changing as we're speaking. We just